Hey, what's going on, you guys? Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. To the Thot-Boy second online comedy show. It's really weird that I say this because it's like this is like my second time doing stand-up, and it's online. My first time was online too, so I never actually did stand-up in front of a live audience before. So it's kind of challenging. It's really crazy, but nevertheless, I'm glad you guys are tuned in. The first one, I felt like I got some great feedback. People was really asking me to do another one, so that's why I'm here right now. Hopefully, I can do just as great. This might be a little bit longer, a little bit more storytelling. Just so I can, find my swag. But man, this is crazy, man. We are still temporarily closed down. This world is still temporarily closed down. So crazy. We are still quarantined. But man, how you guys handling that? Like, how you guys handling this whole quarantine thing still? I know some of you guys has probably been quarantined for over a month. Some of you guys probably just reaching a month. Some of you guys a little bit under a month. But, nevertheless, I hope you guys are staying safe, and I hope you guys are finding great ways to actually, kind of deal with the situation. Although it's a crazy situation, I hope you guys are finding, great ways to, kind of deal with it, I know for me, like I said before, like quarantine, to be that, it's kind of my jam because I kind of grew up as a middle child, so I felt like I was always quarantined. So, but recently, the last couple of days, almost 5, 6, about a week now, maybe a little bit over a week. Yeah, a little bit over a week. About 9 days, I've been quarantined times 2. Let me explain to you why, right? So, I went outside for the first time in about 8, 9 days, a couple of days ago, maybe about a week ago. So I was in the house for like 7 to 8 days, maybe 9. I'm thinking about 8 or 9 days I was in the house, right? I didn't go outside at all. Well, took out the trash, but that's about it, right? And so I go outside, and I only went outside because my sister needed something from Walgreens, and what she needed, they didn't have it at the Walgreens by our house. So I told her I'll go get it, right? So I get dressed, put on my clothes, put on my shoes, take my, hand sanitizer with me, put on my face mask, and I go outside, right? And granted, Walgreens is literally 3 blocks from my house. So I go to the car, I'm by myself, I jump in the car really fast, start up the car, drive the 3 blocks, I jump out, and I go into Walgreens, and it's really ain't nobody in there. It's like 3 customers in there. So the item I had to get, I was in, I was in the aisle by myself. But again, still got my mask on, I grab the item, I run to the cash register, I pay for it. I'm the only one in line. I grab it, I head out the door, jump in the car, drive back home, go in the house, boom, less than 10 minutes, right? I'm in the house, right? About 10 minutes after that, my throat is on fire and it's dry. And I'm spitting up something out of my mouth, and I'm like, oh my God, what is this? Right? And my mind just going 100 miles per hour right now. Like, oh my God, like what is going on with me? So for the first hour after it started itching and my throat started scratching and I'm spitting stuff out, I had to calm myself down. Like, okay, let's think about this. Like, let's think about what this can possibly be. Because you were safe. Like, you were not out the house. Like, you kept social distance. Like, you had a mask on. You had hand sanitizer. Like, what is this? So it took me a first hour to calm myself down, right? I calmed myself down. The next hour, I figured out, okay, what is this allergy? Is this the corona? Is it the flu? Is it the common cold? Like, what is this? So now I had to self-diagnose myself to say, what is this, right? And I ain't come to a conclusion, but I say, you know what? It's got to be allergy, right? It's got to be allergy because I deal with allergy and I deal with the same kind of symptoms at least 3 to 4 times a year, But my health senses are heightened right now. 'Cause I'm thinking, like, what is this? I've been outside for 10 minutes and I had the mask on. Now, the third hour was getting more interested in because now I got to tell my wife that my throat is itching. Right? I got to tell my wife, who is a nurse, that my throat is itching. I got to tell her that I'm spitting up something, I think it's allergy, but I have to tell her this, right? the problem really ain't me telling her this, you know. The problem is the way I gotta tell her. You know, because normally, if the whole coronavirus wasn't a thing, you could just say, man, no, my throat is hurt, you know, blah, 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 right? It's not a big thing, right? But you're in survival mode right now. So the way I presented this to my wife, or the way I felt like I was presenting it to my wife, I felt like I was telling her that I cheated on her. You know? No, that's how I felt when I told her, right? So I'm like, babe, I got something to tell you. A couple of hours ago, I went to Walgreens. I had to pick up something for my sister. Now, I was very careful. I didn't know this was going to happen. I wore protection, but somehow I caught something. Something's in my throat. I don't know what it is. I'm spitting up. I don't know what it is, but I was extra cautious. I didn't know. I didn't try to do it. I was very careful. I had on protection and everything. That's how I felt, right? And then my wife did what any other wife would do when somebody tell them something like that feel like they've been cheated on. She kicked me out. She kicked me in the basement, right? I am literally right now in the basement right now as we speak. I am doing this comedy show in the basement right now because she won't let me come up. I'm perfectly fine. I was done. My throat was way better in 3 days. And she's like, I don't care. You can't come back up here 7 to 14 days. So I'm in the basement, right? Doing a comedy show, right? I remember a couple years ago, you know, I was 28, right? And I was going to be 40 in a couple of years. And I was like, man, I got to get it together, man. Like, I got to, you know, stop being fearful and do the things I want to do. You know, I want to do motivational speaker, and I want to do stand-up comedy at least one time. So I was like, okay, you got to do it, right? But I was like, I got so much stuff going on. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, can I do it? And then I was like, nobody's going to give me a chance. I'm 40 years old. I'll be 40. Nobody want me speaking to their kid. Nobody want me speaking to them about comedy, you know? But I said, forget it. I'm going to build my own stage. I'm going to do my own thing, right? I'm going to build my own stage, right? And so on Facebook, I try to motivate myself because I say, you know what? I'm going to put my background picture, I'm going to put a stage up there. So I put a stage up there. It's like a big old auditorium with a stage. And I said, I'm going to build my own stage, right? Fast forward 2 years, I'm 40 years old. I didn't know I would have to build my stage, literally. I didn't know I was going to have to do this. Both times I did stand-up, I had to literally build the stage, right? Talking about don't speak what you don't want, right? You know, God working mysterious way. I had to build both of my stage through stand-up. But one of the things that I am loving is about just how creative people are getting. Like, people are very creative in this time, right? And I know that, you know, like, people are making all these memes and stuff. Pretty cool, right? Making these memes. People are finding new gifts. Like, last week, everybody was a DJ. Everybody was a DJ last week. Some people pulling out their DJ equipment, dusting off their record, they getting down, right? Then you got other people hooking their phone to the Bluetooth, DJing off their phone, right? They ain't no DJ. They just DJing because everybody doing it, right? This week, everybody cutting hair. Everybody barbers now. Girls barbers, boys barbers, dads, everybody barbers now, right? I'm just excited to see what we're going to be next week. What we're going to be next week, I'm excited for that. Everybody's being creative. That's cool. And again, everybody's making these crazy memes, right? These memes are so funny, man. And it's you know, it's blessing me because in this time of trouble, we need to laugh, you know, because laughter is like, you know, it's food for the soul, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's good, right? But man, like, some of the two best memes that I enjoy is about our mayor. He's from Chicago, our mayor. That's, you know, there's a lot of memes going out about her. I created some myself, but they all in fun and jokes, no harm, you know what I'm saying? but they great, right? My favorite one is that somebody made a little Photoshop of her where you can put her in different places, telling you to stay in the house. Like, you can put her in front of your door, and she's standing there like this, like you can't go outside, right? So those are the more famous ones, right? And anyway, so she had a press conference, and somebody asked her, hey, have you seen all these memes about you, and what do you think about it? She said, you know what? I have seen them. I've seen a lot of them. And you know what? They're pretty funny. I like them, right? Now, I don't know if she's seen mine, but the fact that she said she enjoyed them, she liked her, she's pretty cool, right? Then this mayor of Chicago, my mayor, Auntie Laura, said, you know what? I'm going to take it 1 foot lighter. She created a whole video of memes making jokes about staying in the house while delivering the message saying stay in the house, right? I was like, we got the coolest mayor in the world. The coolest mayor in the world, though. I love Auntie Laura that much more, right? That's so cool, man. And people are really capitalizing off this lady in Chicago, right? Somebody actually, I was on Instagram one day. Somebody actually made a Instagram page saying, "Where's Laura?" or "Where's Lightfoot?" And 45,000 followers in 3 days. Crazy, right? People on Facebook made some pages like Lightfoot memes, and they got about 8,000-9,000 followers. But people are being very creative, man. I love it. I love it, man. Just the creative juices is flowing, right? The other meme that people are making a lot about is Tiger King. Everybody's saying the Tiger King, right? Again, I made a couple of memes about it, did a couple of videos, but they fun, they funny. If you watch the documentary, it's great when you see the meme because you can relate to it, right? Now, the Tiger King taught me a lot of stuff, though. But the one thing that it did teach me, and if you're a single lady, I want you to listen to me. If you're a single lady out there, and I know why you're single now. Joe Exotic had told me why you single. You 3 things and why you single. Because in the 3, I'm telling you the 3 reasons why you don't have a boyfriend. Because you don't do meth, you need to go to the zoo, and you need to go by the tiger. So I need you to do some meth, go to the zoo, and go by the tigers, and you're going to get a boyfriend. Because every boy that's in that show that did meth went to Joe Zoo, saw them tigers, came out married. That's the problem right there. That's the form right there. When you want to get married, I just gave you the formula to get married. There you go. To all the single women out there. There you go. But anyway, happy Easter. Happy Easter, all you guys. Thank you, Christ, for dying for us, raising for us, defeating the devil, defeating death. Thank you. I appreciate that. And my pastor said that Easter is like the Super Bowl for Christians. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool analogy because that's probably why we get all dressed up for, right? Because it's like the Super Bowl. But it's kind of crazy, like this Easter though. Like everything is kind of like online. Like you know what I'm saying? Like church online. If you want to do something fun, it probably have to be online. Like you want to instead of going to the movie, you probably got to watch a movie online. You know what I'm saying? Like probably visit your family. You probably got to call her online or him online through some type of app, right? It's crazy. But we normally don't spend Easter like that, But I do got a question for you guys. So did y'all get dressed up today? Like, did y'all actually get dressed up? Like, did you get dressed up like you just took a shower and threw on some decent clothes? Or did you take a shower and you really got dressed up? Like, you put on some of your best clothes, I just want to know. And I'm just saying this because, man, I actually hate dressing up. Like, I hate dressing up. But I really hate dressing up. I just hate suits. I hate wearing suits. And the reason why I hate wearing suits, it has something to do with Easter and my uncles. Like, they really jacked me up for wearing suits. Like, I don't like wearing suits no more because of my uncles, right? Now, I don't know about y'all, but some point in my childhood life, I feel like we always had an uncle or two staying with us. I don't know why. I had no idea, right? Now, my uncles, the thing about my uncles, all of them had kids, but they decided they're not going to raise their kids. They're going to stay in my house and raise me. That's why I felt like. I felt like they said, I got 10 kids. I don't care about that. I'm raising you, bruh. I'm raising you. And that's what I felt like, right? So they try to be Uncle Daddy to me, it's just crazy, right? I know one time, say when I was little, right? My mom just go Easter shopping for us, right? For Easter. And some Easter, she'll have us dressed like, like cool kids. Like we got on Levi, nice little shirt, maybe some Nike or some LA gear, something like that, right? Then sometimes she want us to dress up. Well, she wears like little suits and stuff. We dress up like when me and my brother have on suits and my sister and them have on dress. Now, even the suit that we had on, they was like new, flashy, nice, this and that, right? It wasn't until I got like 12 and I had a growth spurt and I was very tall. And my mom, she stopped buying me clothes and stopped buying me suits because I was in man clothes at that point, right? So I remember this one Easter. One Easter she went shopping. Right. It was like a day before Easter. She went shopping, and she bought my brother his suit, brought my sister their dress, but she didn't buy me no suit because she couldn't afford it because I was in the man's class, man's size. So she went home. She told my uncle, like, look, I can't get him no suit because he in the man's side and I can't afford it. Do you have a suit that he can wear? So my uncle, he's like, this is his time to be daddy, right? My uncle gonna be daddy of me, right? So he go in his closet. He said, don't worry about it, I got you. He go in his closet. He come back out, right? He come back out with a 3-piece pinstripe brown bell-bottom suit. 3-piece brown pinstripe bell-bottom suit. And you know the crazy part? I was so mad when he was showing my mama this suit, right? And I was so mad. And the part that made me really mad, because when my mama made me try it on, and I could actually fit this suit. So there was no way out of this suit, right? I fit this suit to the T. I mean, this suit fit me right. I'm talking about, it was tight at the top, then it slim on down, then it come on out to the bell bottom. This suit fit me perfect, right? I was so mad, right? I think my uncle knew I was mad. He had to know I was mad. Because I was so mad. I was talking low, but I was mean mugging him the whole time. I was so mad at him, right? And then he knew I was mad, and he said, you know what? I got you. Don't worry about it. I got you. He went back in his room, and I was like, thank you. He gonna hook me up. Like, he know I don't like this suit. Maybe he got a better one in there, right? He come back out with some cowboy boots and say, these the boots that I wear with that suit. Try these on, nephew. And I'm so mad because I'm looking at my mom waiting on her to say, nah, he good. She's like, yeah, try him on. I was so mad because these boots fit me too. So there was no way I can get out of this. Now I'm sitting up there with this suit on and these cowboy boots, mad than a mug, right? Now this is the day before Easter, right? It's my mama, she gonna figure it all out. You're gonna wear this, right? Then my other uncle come out. I had another uncle stand with me. He come out the room. Like, oh, look at nephew. Oh, look at nephew. He shy, boy. My nephew shy, boy. You know what? Easter tomorrow, you gonna kill him, nephew. You gonna kill him, Joe. You gonna kill him at church tomorrow. And he was like, the only thing you need is a haircut, nephew. All you need is a haircut. And you know what? Unc got you. Unc got some clippers. He gonna cut your hair. And this the uncle that thought he was a barber. Cut my hair, jacked my hair up all my childhood life. I mean, I ain't know what a decent haircut was until I was like 15. Like, he jacked my head up, right? So I'm so mad, right? So Easter day come. So here I am. I got dressed, put on my 3-piece bell-bottom suit, put on my cowboy boots, sitting up there with a jacked up haircut, right? And I'm so mad. I can't even get with the Easter spirit. I can't get with it because I'm so mad. My sister and brother, they fly, they nice, right? You know, I'm sitting up there looking like somebody, uncle, right? So I'm like, man. So I'm standing up there, and my mom know I'm mad, so she gonna try to soften the blow. She gonna say, you know what? You don't look bad at all. That suit on. That suit look good on you, boy. That suit look real good on you. I ain't know, like yesterday you tried it on, it looked that good, but now with your haircut, it look real good. So she see I ain't buying it, so now she gotta get a witness. Shirley, don't he look good in that suit? Yeah, girl, I told him he look good in that suit, right? He look good in that suit, boy. You look too good in that suit. And she could see in my face, I'm still not buying it. I'm not buying it. So at this point, she fed up, and she gonna hit me with the guilt trip. She was like, you know what? You need to fix your face. You need to fix your face. There's people in this world don't even got clothes. People out there, some boy out there will love what you got on. You need to be grateful. You need to be thankful. There's some kids out there that will love what you got on. And I'm like, I want you to show me one boy who want this, who want to put this on, who want to put this suit on with these cowboy boots. Show me one. I just want one, and I'll be grateful. Right? So she know I ain't buying this still. I'm still looking mad. She's like, fix your face and get up there so you take a pictures with your sister and brother there, right? So I stand up there. I stand getting on get the picture. And again, I'm taller than all my brothers and sister. You know, I'm standing up there in my bell-bottom suit on, my cowboy boot, looking like a Mexican dad of 4. And I'm mad, man. I'm so mad. So that's the reason why I don't like wearing suits today. It just bring back so many memories, right? And my uncles that won't raise the kids, that want to raise mine, raise me as their kid. So mad. My uncles jacked me up, man. I know this one time my other uncle was staying with us, named Uncle June. Now June, he was this guy that they told me so many stories about. Now June was this skinny dude, kind of lanky. Not that I don't think he was taller than me, but he was like close. And they were saying like he's like the skinniest uncle that I got. But for some reason they said he win all the fights. He used to help my more muscular uncles fight. They guys and used to beat they enemy up for them. And now I used to hear all these stories all the time from my mama used to tell me, my uncle used to tell me, my auntie used to tell me. But then the uncle I see is like 120-pound skinny winehead. And he's like 60 years old, right? I'm looking like, I can't imagine him doing everything that they said he did, right? But the problem is, June still thought he was tough. He still thought he was that young guy that could fight everybody. And people were still scared to fight him because of what he did back in the day. People were still scared to fight him, So, I remember one day, he was drunk. I'm in my room watching TV. He in his room in the next room, right? I got my door closed, watching TV, right? He come in there, he kicked the door down, boom. You stole my money. Where's my money at? And he had this crazy look in his eye, and he walked up to me like, you took my money. I want my money, you stole it. Now he's drunk, he got this crazy look in his eye, and in my head, I'm like about the same size as him, and I'm like, in my eyes, I'm like, I could take him. I looking at him, and I'm like, I could take him, But in my head, I kept thinking about all the things that he did, they said he did when he was little. And I just got scared. And I said, I ain't steal your money, but here you go over here. I ain't got your money. You know what I'm saying? I gave him all my money, right? Because that's how scared I was. So he left, and I'm calming myself down. I sit back on the bed, and I finally calm down. I start watching TV again. About an hour later, he come back in there. Boom. You know what, nephew? I'm sorry. You didn't take my money. I found it. It was in my sock. I found my money. Here go your money right here. I'm sorry. And I'm sorry. Right? So I'm still scared because he kicked my door in. He left out. I closed the door. I count my money. I'm like, okay, all my money here, but that's an extra $20 here. Now, in my head, I'm like, he must feel bad about him, about what he just did to me. He feel bad about what he just did to me. And so he gave me the $20 because he's sorry, what I'm saying? And you know what? That's a big move, Uncle June. I appreciate that. We good, right? So I sit back down, put the money in my pocket. I start watching TV again. An hour later, he come back in. Boom. Give my money. You took my money again. I want my money, right? So in my head, this is my time to redeem myself, to be like, I ain't giving you nothing. I ain't stole your money. I ain't did nothing. But somehow, in my head again, I keep seeing him beating up people that's my side. And I'm like, okay, look, here you go, right? I gave him all my money again, right? I chickened out again, give him all my money again. And he said, no, you didn't steal all my money. You just stole $20 from me. Now, he took his $20 and he handed over the rest of the money. And I said, look here, I ain't got time for this. I'm tired of you running in my room, scaring the crap out of me. You better give me a heart attack. Look, I tell you what, here go, this is all my money. You tell me what you think I should have. Give me what you think I should have. I ain't got time for it, man. It's too much, Man, all my uncles, man, they drive me crazy. My auntie, I had this one auntie that drive me crazy too. My auntie Elaine. The thing with Elaine was that she was, she was born and with, she was mute and deaf, meaning that, she really can't hear, she really can't speak, right? But in Elaine's head, she can do both, right? She understand what you're saying, and she hear what you're saying, and she gonna talk to you, even though she is deaf and she mute. So she stay in everybody's business, right? So the bigger issue I have with my auntie is that she thought everybody was talking about her, right? Can you imagine? Like somebody who can't hear, can't talk, think somebody talking about them, right? So when you meet up with somebody and you talking to them in a family function, you have to literally be on guard. Like you got to sit there, you got to have your eye contact, you got to sit up straight, you got to do firm handshake, and you got to sit there and act like you in an interview, right? And the moment you break your interview mode and start laughing, she made this crazy noise like, ah! Ah! And then she just run to the person in the house with the most authority and say, they talking about me. They talking about me. I know they talking about me, right? So it would take that person with the most authority, whether it be my mom, my other auntie, my uncle, to tell her, look, they ain't talking about you. They're having a nice conversation. They're not talking about you. Then she'll calm down. She's like, oh, okay. And then that would be good until somebody start laughing again, right? So one time, so this would go on a lot, but one time, I'm talking to my friend. He's over at my house. We talking about basketball and we cracking jokes. So we laughing, and she ran in the kitchen to my mom like, ah! He ain't talking about me. He talking about me, right? So my mom like, he's not talking about you. He's not talking about you. He's talking to his friend. They cracking jokes. So my mom say, come here. Tell your auntie you're not talking about her. I said, I'm not talking about you, right? And she's like, you sure? I'm like, I wasn't talking about you, right? I said, matter of fact, I've been meaning to talk to you, right? Look, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I need you to choose ye this day what you going to be. Are you going to be deaf and mute, or are you going to be like the rest of us? Which one are you going to be? Because I ain't got time to be playing around with you, And I don't know if you can hear me right now. I don't know if you can read my lip, but just in case you cannot read my lip or you don't hear nothing I said, I need you to decide today what you going to be. Are you going to be deaf and mute? Or are you going to be like the rest of us? Because I ain't got time to be playing around with you no more. I ain't got time for you yelling. I ain't got time for you telling my mama I'm talking about you. I ain't thinking about you, woman. Just tired of it. So I don't know what's going on, man. I'm tired of it. Man. I talked to a couple of kids, like a couple of my youth, and I was like, man, are you guys ready to go back to school, or are you enjoying this time being off? And I'm like, by the look of it, you guys probably not going back to school until next year, I'm like, because, we already down to May, and since we're going back to school just for a month, might be for the rest of the year. So they was like, man, no, I'm ready to go back, man. I miss my friends. I miss my buddies. I miss my girlfriend. I miss people, right? And I'm like, man, this is a different type of youth. I know for me, I'd be happy right now because I hate school. Like, I hated school. I hated all type of school. I hated preschool. I hated elementary school. I hated high school. I hated Sunday school. Wherever that school, then I hated. I hated. I remember I graduated from 8th grade. Man, I was so happy to be out of elementary school. Like, I walked right out of the auditorium, right through the playground, and walked straight home to the projects where they shoot all the time and sell drugs. You know how much you have to hate school to leave a place where you're supposed to be celebrated at in the safety and then walk to some place where they shoot and they selling drugs at? That's how much I hated school. I hated school. My mom probably got one picture of me walking to the project, got the back of me. High school was a little better, though. I'll give you the high school was a little better. He had a little bit more freedom, but I still didn't like it. Like, I'm not a fan of school, And to be quite honest with you, why I got you here, I only went to high school really to get my driver's license. That's it. I knew you couldn't get your license while you was a freshman, so I skated to freshman. And then I got the sophomore year, they gave me driver ed towards the end, the second semester. Okay, fine, cool. I take it the second semester, I sit in the front of the class, I learn everything I need to learn, I take stimulation, I get all my thing, boom, I got my license. I'm good. Now, in my head, I got my license, I graduated high school. I graduated. There was nothing else for me to do in high school. I graduated, right? When it was time for me to go down to the DMV and get my driver's license, I went there in my cap and gown. I took a picture in my cap and gown. Like, my first driver's license is me and my cap and gown. I even asked the lady in the DMV if she can give me an 8x10 and some wallet size pictures of my driver's license so I can give my family. It's a special occasion. I graduated high school. Don't worry about it. I'm good. I just need some copies of it. You know what I'm saying? I was done. I promise you, I was done with school when I got my license. I did go back the next year, my junior year. I tried it out for about a month and a half, and I just said, I'm done. And I'm sitting me come. And I think I only went there because I had my license, and just to show it off because I got my license at the end of the year. But yeah, I was like, okay, I'm done, right? But when it hit me, where it hit me at, it was next year when all my friends were seniors. They was all seniors at this point. That's where it hit me. Like, man, like that would have been a great occasion for me to walk across the stage with my friends. You know, they all seniors and they graduating, right? And I said, if nothing else, I would just love to be a senior. I would love to say I'm a senior and all of my friends, we all seniors, right? And I had to think like, man, how can I become a senior and not go to school? Like, you know, how can I do this, right? So what I did was I came with this brilliant idea. You know, I got my girlfriend at the time pregnant. She had a son. You know, I named him Junior, and therefore I became senior. You know, so we all senior. Me and my friend, we always senior at the same time. That was a lovely occasion. Lovely. We all on the same page at that time. Graduation day came around, and we all excited about graduation and stuff, right? You know, all my buddies, they walk across the stage, you know, got their high school diploma. I walk across the stage, I get my son birth certificate, you know. They walk across the stage in their cap and gown. I walk across the stage in a hospital gown and a hairnet, you know. They had a graduation party. I had a baby shower. They had got, you know, gift cards and money. I got diapers and onesie. Man, that was a great time. We was kicking it. We was all singing. We was proud of ourselves. We was kicking it. Man, that's crazy. I just hated school. No, and the crazy part about it, I'm a college graduate, right? That's crazy, right? I can't believe it. I went to college late. Went to college about 30. Graduated. Had a 3.5 GPA. Couldn't even. I'm like, man. But I actually liked the college though. But now that I'm 40, though, it's just some things that I think about, like, man, I don't want to do no more that I'm 40. I feel like I'm more mature. I'm a grown man now. I just don't want to do certain things no more, you know? Like, you know, when you young, you should try to, hang around people, try to do certain things to please people. And I'm like, I'm 40, I just don't want to do that no more. Like, for example, I'm just not a fan of expensive pizza. You know, I used to buy expensive pizza all the time because I thought that was the thing to do. You was young, and then you just order expensive pizza. So now that I'm 40, I'm just not going to order expensive pizza no more. When I want some pizza, I'm going to literally call Little Caesar, order me a hot and ready. That's what I'm going to do, right? But in the occasion that I have to buy expensive pizza, if I have to really buy expensive pizza, I'm just going to call Little Caesar and tell them cut it in squares. That's it. That's all I'm going to tell them to do. Because it seems like every time an expensive pizza happens on your table, it just cut in squares. That's the only thing that's different from it. That's it. It tastes just the same. Just cut it square. So next time I order expensive pizza, I'm going to order Little Caesar. Hey, look, put it in squares. We all good. There's another thing that I said I wasn't going to do no more down that I'm 40. I'm not going to leave the room to fart no more. I'm just not going to do that. Like, I'm done. Them days are far and gone from me. I'm just not going to do that. 40 years old, I don't care. I'm just going to fart. And you might say, you know what? That might be too young for you. You're not 80 years old. You're 40. I don't care. I'm not going to leave the room no more to fart. I'm not going to get up, leave out the room, walk into another room, fart, wait 5 minutes, then go back in the room just because you can't handle a crazy, stanky smell for 5 minutes. No, I'm not doing that. I am not inconveniencing myself no more just to convenience you. You need to get your nose game right. Get your nose game together because I'm not doing it no more. That's done. I'm 40 years old. I'm just not doing it. Y'all been in the room with somebody who's like 70, 80 years old that fart? Like, it's like literally nothing to them to fart. Like, this is what I mean by it's not even nothing. They don't even move a muscle when they fart. Like, they just sitting there watching TV. Like, you know how you fart and you kind of lift up or you go to the side? They do none of that. It's just fart. They don't even bat their eyes, right? I'm like, man, that is awesome. They don't look around and see if somebody smell it or nothing. They just let it go. I'm looking forward to that day. Oh, man. But April Fool just went by a couple days ago. And, man, if anybody know me, anybody in my close circle, they know I love April Fool, you know. I think I pranked everybody in my immediately close circle. Everybody. Brothers, cousins, sister-in-law, whoever. I pranked them, you know. All the way up to like 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I stopped pranking people. There was just a lot going on like 4 years ago, you know. but the main three reasons why I stopped pranking people was, one, is because, you know, I got too many enemies. Too many enemies, you know, including my wife. My wife was my enemy at that point, you know, because I had to watch my back. I had too many enemies. The second one is that me and my wife jokes or pranks, they started getting unhealthy for our relationship. Like, you know, they just getting too mean, too dangerous, you know, so I had to stop it, right? And the other one was, about 4 years ago, when my mom passed away, I was dealing with anxiety. So, you know, I was dealing with anxiety. I had medication, stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? It's time to put it away. I'm just not doing it anymore. So that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so with my wife, though, like, you know what I'm saying, we started doing pranks. They was like friendly pranks. You know, like first 2 years, we like, hey, babe, some on your shirt. She look down. Blue, April Fool, right? And then she'll give me back. Like, babe, you dropped your wallet. I look on the floor. I'd be like, she'd be like, April Fool. No, that was like first 2 years, right? Then around 5, 6 years, they started to get a little bit more dangerous, right? Like, my wife know that, you know, I don't want no more kids. We had 7 kids, and I don't want no more. She know my sanity was wrapped up. If I had another baby, I was going to lose it, right? She knew this, right? So I remember on April Fool Day, not paying attention, she, you know, said she worked downtown, right, and in the hospital. And then she said she wasn't feeling well, you know, so she's like, oh, so I'm going to go to work, I'm going to punch in, and then I'm going to go and see if I can see my doctor really fast that work in the same building to see, you know, everything okay. So our lunch break, she called me back. She say, yeah, I just went there. Okay, you know, say you cool, everything good? Like, I got something to tell you. Like, what's going on? She's like, I'm pregnant. And I'm like, oh my God. So in my head, I lost it, but at the same time, I can't show her. I'm trying to be supportive, stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so mad. And then I couldn't say nothing, this and that. And I was so mad, but I had to be supportive, right? And then she's like, I'm gonna call you back because the doctor come back in the room, right? She called me back, you know, about 20 minutes later, and she said, what you doing? I was like, nothing. She was like, I'm going to tell you that, you know, if we have a girl, you know, that I don't, you know what I'm saying, like, I want to name her April. I'm like, April? She's like, yeah, no, first name April. And I said, okay, what's the middle name? She's like, no, I want to name her April Fool. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I was so mad at her, but I was so happy at the same time. But I was so mad. But I was also proud of her for pranking me like that, right? And so I told her, I said, man, you did a good job. You know, they did an awesome job. That was awesome, right? You know? And then she said, yeah, that's cool. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? You finally, you know what I'm saying, acknowledged me in my pranks. And she really, you know what I'm saying, she did. She got me really good, man. So I had to get her back. So I called her back, and I was like, you know, man, I can't believe you got me. You know, you got me really good, you know? And I'm like, it's slow here at work. I'm going to leave early, you know. I'm going to pick you up because it's raining, too. I'm just going to pick you up, you know. And then we go out to eat, you know, and we're going to talk about how you got me, right? She's like, oh, okay, that's sweet, right? And my wife get off work at 4:30. I get off work. I go straight home. I go to bed, right? It's raining outside. My wife knew I'm get home at 5:30. It's 6:15. She called my phone, and I'm like, hey, where you at? You should have been here. She said, you told me you to come get me. Where you at? And I honestly, I forgot that I told her I was going to come pick her up. But anyway, I was like, April Fool. She was so mad at me. She was so mad at me that she didn't speak to me for about 3 days because she was soaking wet that day. But then it started getting even dangerous. I was like, you know what? I can't do this no more. You know, I quit. Like, I told myself I quit. You know, it's getting dangerous. You know, it's unhealthy. I'm dealing with anxiety. I don't want to do it no more. I quit. Right? The issue is that I didn't tell my wife that I quit. Like, I didn't tell her that. So she's mad at me because of this incident. I ain't pick her up. So she had some plan in her head the whole time, and I didn't even know because in my head I quit, and but I forgot to tell her that I ain't doing April Fool no more. You know, so next year roll around, you know, I'm dealing with my anxiety, trying to get over it, stuff like that. And, you know, and then it's April Fool. It's a normal day. Ain't nobody pranking nothing. And I take my medicine, you know, about 7 to 8 o'clock. I write my medicine, you know. And then so 7, 8 o'clock, I go in the room, get ready to take my medicine. I don't see it, right? I tell my wife, I say, hey, you see my medication? I know it says 7 o'clock. I need to take it. And she's like, nah, I ain't see it, right? So at this point, I immediately start panicking. I start flipping out. I start like having a panic attack. I'm like choking up. Like, oh my God, I'm panicking. I can't find my medicine. I look up in the corner. She over there laughing her butt off. And I'm like, what are you laughing at? It's serious. I need my medication. She was like, I flushed it down the toilet. Hey, boo boo. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm about to die. And you playing and start my messing down the toilet. What is wrong with you, woman? So I had to quit. We had to quit. I said, no, I'm done. We're done. Every food is over with. You won. All right, this Thot-Boy, and that's my time. Thank you guys for joining.